What a glorious morning for America. Good morning. My name is Glenn Bassett. I'll be your Master of Ceremonies this morning. And on behalf of the Board of Selectmen of Lexington and the Town Celebration Committee and the committee chair, Lorraine Marquis, I welcome you to the Patriots Day ceremonies, not on the Battle Green this year, but still recognizing the 243rd anniversary of the Battle of Lexington. This morning we have a full program for you, and we have two Youth Commission volunteers who will be running the ceremony for you, and I'd like to introduce them at this point. Bess Lawrence is from the Lexington Youth Commission, along with Ishan Khurana. They will be your co-masters of ceremony this morning. So Bess and Ishan.
Good morning. This morning, I would like to welcome and introduce the following people. And if you could hold applause till the end, that would be greatly appreciated. From the Board of Selectmen, Chairman Susie Berry, Joe Pato, Michelle Sicola, Doug Lucente, and Jill Hay. From the School Committee, Catherine Colburn and Eileen Jay. I would also like to introduce Representative Jay Kaufman, Senator Cindy Friedman, Police Chief Mark Corr and his son Brett Corr, and past Selectman Norman Cohen. Reverend Monsignor Paul Garrity will now offer the invocation.
Dear friends, let us pray. Almighty and gracious God, as we assembled here this morning to remember the events of 1775 and the birth of our nation, we are deeply grateful for many blessings that have been ours over the course of these past 243 years. Through the perils of war, natural disasters, man-made calamities, political turmoil, and economic upheaval, our United States have weathered these difficulties by remaining true to the values of our forebears. Today, we ask your continued blessing on our republic, that we can grow beyond the partisan divisions that strike at the heart of our democracy. Bless our nation's leaders with wisdom, integrity, and courage, so that the common good of all continues to be the goal of public policy. And as other nations look to us for leadership, may we rise above self-interest and demonstrate our conviction that all people are created equal and that all people deserve to live in peace. Bless our Lexington community and all who labor to keep alive our lessons of history, as we together strive to live up to the high ideals of our founding fathers and mothers. We address our prayer to you, our true God, who lives and reigns forever and ever. Amen.
Lexington High School student Nathaniel Swinger will play Call to Colors while the Spirit of 76 posts the colors. Lexington High School student Sierra Harris will sing the national anthem. She will be accompanied by the Lexington High School Band under the direction of Megan Riccio. Please join us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I would like to introduce Etha Willergy and Giovanna de Magistris from Brownie Troop 89021, who will recite the Girl Scout Promise and will recite the Girl Scout Law.
On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout.
Foster Harrington and Levi Silverstein of Cub Scout Pack 160 will recite the Cub Scout Promise. 137. Sorry about that.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Okay. JJ Liu of Boy Scout Troop 119 will recite the Boy Scout Law and the Boy Scout Oath.
It's the same thing what they just said, but I'll just say it again. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Please join me in the outdoor code. As an American, I will do my best to be clean in my outdoor manners, to be careful with fire, to be considerate in the outdoors, and to be conservation-minded.
Charlie Price of the Lexington Minutemen Company will present the Cecil K. Harris Porter Award and the Dan H. Fenn Jr. Lexington Minutemen Award.
I'm actually not any Charlie Price. Those who might know Charlie Price, I'm a few years younger. But nevertheless, my name is Steve Connors, and I'm the current serving captain of the Lexington Minutemen, and I'm honored here to present two awards, the first of which is called the Harris Porter Award, and it is something that we fund and we ask of the marching band for the Lexington High School for the most improved member who is a senior. And this award for this year will be presented to Brandon Farino. We will present the scholarship award at senior night at the high school awards presentation ceremony. Congratulations. The other award that I will be presenting is the Dan H. Fenn Lexington Minutemen Grant Award. And it's been given out every year since 1998 on the morning of Patriots Day ceremonies to cover the cost of a project or program relating to Lexington's history or to colonial history in general. This 20th year of the Dan H. Fenn Lexington Minutemen Grant Award goes to Chris Kaufman. And I believe Chris is here. Chris Kaufman is the Educational and Interpretive Manager for the Lexington Historical Society, and this is to support his Kids Reenactment Program for kids ranging between 1st and 8th grade. And this will occur on Wednesday, April 18th on the Lexington Green from 10 a.m. to 11:15, and then a second session from 12:30 to 1:45 in the afternoon during school vacation week. The Lexington Historical Society, in partnership with the Lexington Visitor Center, the Lexington Minutemen His Majesty's 10th Regiment of Foot, along with any and all participating kids, will reenact the Battle of Lexington, and hopefully it'll be drier than this morning. We are pleased and honored to support the Kids Reenactment Program and present this Paul Revere Lantern and grant money to Chris Kaufman. Thank you very much.
I would like to recognize Norm Cohen as the Grand Marshal of today's canceled parade. Marie Hill of the Minutemen Cane Award Committee will present the 2018 Minutemen Cane Award.
To be eligible for the Minuteman Cane, a candidate must be at least 80 years of age, a 15-year resident of Lexington, currently active in the community, an inspiration to others, and exhibit a creative approach to life through a choice of either a second career, a hobby, or volunteerism. This year's recipient has lived in Lexington for 49 years, and as a first commitment to the town, became a member of the board of directors of the Lexington League of Women Voters, and has been actively involved over the years by serving both as vice president and president. In 1973, the recipient was elected a town meeting member and served for 38 years, and during that time was elected chair of the Town Meeting Members Association for a 3-year term. Committed to our senior population, the recipient was one of the co-founders of the Lexington Committee on Aging, also served on the Lexington Forum on Aging and the Senior Center Site Committee, serving as the vice chair from 1978 to 1982. Mr. Page. This person also served on the Lexington Cable Television Advisory Committee and the Minuteman Bike Path Committee. Involved with health issues in Lexington, the recipient served on the board of directors of the Visiting Nurse and Community Health, Inc. from 1981 to 1986. Serving on the Lexington Public Schools Health Protection Advisory Council from 1993 to 1998. The recipient was also appointed to the Lexington Board of Health from 1993 to 2003, serving as chair for 7 years. When the Lexington 300th Anniversary Committee was being formed, this nominee jumped right on board and served on the steering committee as publicity chair and was involved from the opening ceremony to the closing ceremony, and then continued on to the volunteer appreciation party. One of the nominee's greatest commitments is to town planning. The recipient was elected to the planning board in 1985 and served until 1993. During that time, the recipient served as vice chair for 2 years and chair for another 2 years, and currently continues an involvement with planning by serving on the Board of Appeals. This year's recipient truly embodies the spirit of a Lexington volunteer, all the while being an extraordinary role model and inspiration to others. It is therefore with great pleasure that I announce Martha C. Wood as the 2018 Minuteman Cane recipient. Congratulations, Martha. And this is your proclamation. And if you would like to say some words, you may.
Thank you. Thank you. I am honored and I am humbled. When I think about the others who have been given the Minuteman Cane Award in the past, I am pleased and honored to be part of that group. But I'm just doing the same sort of thing that I've always done and that I love doing. Working on land use issues, working on moderate income housing issues. I've been a member of the LexHab, the Lexington Housing Assistance Board, for over 20 years. And currently, as was said, I'm on the Zoning Board of Appeals. I'm also doing my small bit towards supporting local nonprofits via the Community Endowment for Lexington, and I'm working on the Cronin Lecture Committee for the Historical Society. But there are many my age who also continue to work on projects to make Lexington the type of community that we all want to live in. And 80 doesn't seem all that old from my perspective, and I plan to continue to do that, and I thank you very much.
Selectman Doug Lucente will present the 2018 Youth Recognition Awards.
Good morning. The 2018 Outstanding Youth at Lexington Award is being presented this year to two deserving Lexington High School seniors. Both recipients are excellent students, dedicated volunteers, strong role models, and they display outstanding leadership skills. Our first recipient is Jack Mitchell. Jack, could you please come up? While I'm reading. I want everyone in the crowd to be able to see him when I'm reading all the great things that he's done. Jack is an amazingly well-rounded student, academically, athletically, and as a youth leader. He embodies the type of student that we want to see as a product of our Lexington school system. He has excelled with his education and is fully engaged in all aspects of our community. His impressive academic record includes several advanced placement classes and coursework, including his rigorous LHS Latin program. He is also a member of the National Honor Society. Jack truly enjoys, as one teacher stated, his love of learning can grab even the most reluctant peer. Outside of his academic work, Jack is no less busy. He has served on the Lexington Youth Commission, where he held the position of secretary and was then promoted to be vice president for his senior year. His passionate leadership and consistent participation within the Youth Commission has been instrumental in the overall success of the program for the last couple of years. Additionally, as a peer leader for Lexington High School, he worked on projects to improve the high school community by hosting monthly events for struggling students. Jack has also proven his leadership skills in sports, where he has served as the captain of both the Lexington High School cross-country and outdoor track teams. Additionally, he's president of the Mosquito, which is the Lexington High School satirical newspaper. When school was not in session, Jack spends his summers as a camp counselor at Kidstock Creative Theater, where he's helped kids develop creativity and problem-solving skills through theater. Jack's positive attitude is contagious. He's the type of person that lights up the room when he walks into it. His keen sense of humor and desire for including everyone. On a personal level, Jack is warm, mature, and hardworking, and well-liked by all of his peers. It's for these reasons Jack Mitchell was chosen to be presented with the 2018 Outstanding Youth Award. Today's also a special day because it's Jack's 18th birthday. So happy birthday, Jack, and congratulations. Our next recipient. If I could ask Will Thomas to come forward. If you could summarize Will Thomas in 4 words, it would be bright, hardworking, dedicated, and community volunteer. Will is a strong student who has earned excellent grades throughout high school, where he successfully managed advanced college prep courses in multiple subjects. In addition to his strong academic standing, he's an extremely impressive student athlete. Sports are an essential part of his life. For all 4 years in high school, Will was a member of the football team, the hockey team, and the baseball team. He was elected captain of the LHS football team this past year and earned varsity letters in both ice hockey and baseball. He's also volunteered his time with the Lexington Bedford Youth Hockey Clinic, where he worked with young players to develop basic hockey skills. Outside of school, Will is involved in a wide range of activities. Will has been a member of the Lexington Youth Commission for 4 years, and for the past 2 years served as its president. From the beginning of time with the Youth Commission, his time with the Youth Commission, Will was and still is the first person to always volunteer for every event. He's not only leading the charge, but he's always fully engaged in all the activities, from caring for the Traffic Island Garden, to serving meals to senior citizens, to raising money for the food pantry, to delivering meals for needy people during the holidays, and to helping out with Patriots Day activities. Despite his demanding schedule, Will still managed to find time to volunteer for the Special Olympics, and he held down a job as a waiter at a local restaurant and was an umpire for the baseball Little League. He's a very special young man who's served as a wonderful role model and an exceptional leader. His passion for our community can be best summed up in his own words. Community service is all about taking what you've been given and using it to make your community better for someone else. For these reasons, it is an honor to present Will Thomas as the 2018 Outstanding Youth of Lexington.
Joe LaMarca, president of the Lexington Lions Club, will introduce the past recipients of the White Tricorn Hat and announce the winner of the 2018 White Tricorn Hat.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here today on this beautiful morning. And I've got a tough act to follow with all we've heard this morning. On behalf of the White Tricorn Hat Committee and the Lexington Lions Club, it is an extreme honor and privilege to make this presentation of the 2018 White Tricorn Hat Award. But before I do, I was going to introduce past recipients of this prestigious award who were planning on being here this morning, some who made it, others who did not. The 1989 winner, Paul Mazeral. 1991, Jackie Ward. 1992, Lynn C. Wilson. 1995, Lillian MacArthur. 1997, David Williams. 1998, William Daly Jr. 2000, Dan Fenn. 2001, Peter Kelly. 2002, Don Wilson. 2003, Jack Maloney. 2004, Leo P. McSweeney. 2006, Winston Pat Flynn. 2007, Beverly Kelly. 2008, F. David Wells Jr. 2009, I always have problems with this one, Nicholas Canalonga. Not bad. 2011, John Carroll. 2012, Eric Carlson. 2013, Robert Sacco. 2014, John Lucente. 2015, Daniel Busa. 2016, Richard Perry. 2017, William Kennedy. Many of them are here today. Some, due to the weather and health, couldn't make it. Whoops. Gotta make sure I'm in the right order here. Whoops. Oh, here we go. I apologize. I would also like to have a moment of silence to recognize our 1975 recipient, Dick Michelson, who has recently passed away. His commitment to our Lexington community and to the virtues of this award were incomparable. He will be missed by everyone. Thank you. The Lexington Lions White Tricorn Hat Award was first presented in 1954 and has been honoring an outstanding resident every year for the past 64 years. The award is based upon the following qualifications. The candidate must be a resident of Lexington, cannot be a major elected office holder, and must not have previously won the award. The candidate who meets these qualifications are then reviewed and voted upon by the selection committee based only on the submitted application and supporting documents. The selection committee consists of the president of the Rotary Club, president of the Lexington Chamber of Commerce, president of the Lexington Historical Society, president of the Chinese American Association of Lexington, the exalted ruler of the Lexington Lodge of the Elks, the past 2 recipients of the White Tricorn Hat, and the president of the Lexington Lions Club. The committee selects the person who, in their opinion, best meets the following criteria. He or she has demonstrated a dedication to the principles of outstanding citizenship and has advanced the American way of life in Lexington by giving unselfishly of his or her talents over the years beyond the bounds of his or her occupation. This award is given without regard to gender, race, or religious affiliation. This year's recipient is an inspiration to all and challenges others to step up and be better leaders. They consistently act as a role model for our younger residents. The winner has lived in Lexington since the early 1980s, and during that time raised 3 wonderful children. The winner leads by example and uses their talents to benefit our entire community. The recipient brought expertise in computers as a volunteer volunteers technology advisor to the Lexington Public Schools. The recipient has served for 11 years in the United States Navy, including 2 years in Vietnam. The winner has been involved with the Boy Scouts for their entire life, earning the rank of Eagle Scout in 1955. For the past 17 years, the winner has served as the Scoutmaster of the largest Boy Scout troop in Lexington, Troop 160. Our winner can be seen at every Boy Scout event, whether it is in the very early hours of Patriots Day morning to feed pancakes to over 1,000 people or provide the hot cocoa and cookies for the holiday tree lighting at the depot. Our winner served as District Commissioner for the Boy Scouts of America, earning the Boy Scout of America Silver Beaver Award for distinguished service to youth. This year's recipient is a friend of many of the Lexington athletic groups, serving as a board member for the Lexington Little League for 10 years and has been involved for 33 years with the pre-ball, might be T-ball, program for 4- and 5-year-old T-ball players. Our winner has been the commissioner of the Lexington Bedford Youth Hockey, which consists of nearly 200 kids each year. Our recipient is the volunteer announcer and timekeeper for LHS Boys and Girls Hockey for the past 9 years. Our winner spent countless hours as a volunteer for the town government. Our recipient has been an active member of town meeting for the past 24 years and previously served as the chairman of the Town Meeting Members Association. Additionally, they have had leading roles, as an associate member of the Zoning Board of Appeals and a member of the Transportation Advisory Committee, the Hanscom Field Advisory Committee, the Permanent Building Committee as liaison, and the Fence Viewers Committee, to name a few. By now, I'm sure he knows who he is, but, but I'll go on. With the assistance of his daughter, runs the Town Meeting Cafe, volunteers efforts to provide nourishment and snacks to the town meeting members as they work through difficult issues and long debates. He also served on the Board of Selectmen for 9 years, with 2 years as its chairman. Our recipient has been known to tell a captivating story and cares deeply about our community. His leadership has been a crucial component of the success of the many boards and committees where he has served. The Lexingtonian is the true definition of a dedicated public servant for our town. It is an honor and a pleasure to announce, and I'm staring right at him, that Hank Mance is the 2018 recipient of the White Tricorn hat. Please come forward.
Well, now I'm going to have to try to live up to some of that, which may be difficult. But this is, who am I? This is Hallie Stroop, the only grandchild in our family, and she has recently learned my name, which is Hank. None of this grandfather thing. So, yeah, this is a surprise and a shock, I think. And looks like Hallie's taking it better than I am. So thank you very much.
Reverend Monsignor Paul Garrity will now offer the benediction.
I would be remiss if I did not add one more credential to Hank's many accomplishments. In addition to all that Hank does in our community, Hank is a vital part, though not a Catholic, a vital part of our Catholic community at St. Bridget's. Does all kinds of wonderful things. So Hank, congratulations on behalf of all of us, especially at St. Bridget's, on this wonderful and much-deserved honor today. Let us pray. Gracious and loving God, we humbly pray for your blessing as we end these festivities this morning. With your inspiration, may we all go forth with a renewed respect for our nation and a revitalized understanding of how we are all responsible for our future. We ask for your continued blessing on all of our honorees this morning. May their lives of service continue to inspire us all to follow in their footsteps. And may these Patriot Day festivities continue to challenge us to be better citizens and better servants of each other's needs. We make our prayer for you are one God who lives and reigns forever and ever. Amen.
Sierra Harris will now sing God Bless America. She will be accompanied by the Lexington High School Band.
Stand beside her and guide her through
thank you, Sierra, and thank you to the Lexington High School Band. I'd also like to thank our Youth Commission leaders, Bess and Ishan. And on behalf of the Town Celebration Committee and the Board of Selectmen of Lexington, I want to thank all of you for joining us today, and especially those who work so hard behind the scenes to make this happen. Quite a bit of flexibility on all of your part to come in here this morning instead of being on the green in the wonderful sunshine out there. We also have the Westfield High School Band, which will be playing. The Westfield High School Band is from Westfield, Indiana. They've come all the way here, and they'll be moving their concert inside. They'll be set up in about 30 minutes, so if you want to stay around and listen to some wonderful band music, Westfield High School Band will be here in about 30 minutes. And that concludes our ceremony. Thank you very much.